Hi guys, good evening everyone. In this session we'll see how to create immutable objects in Java and what exactly immutable versus mutable, right? So before we jump into things, right? So you guys know we have a Rameshsoft channel, right? So here we have a lot of videos on Java, Selenium database and even Java 8 features and Java 9 features. So please subscribe the videos. We'll upload more videos on these things. Now for you guys. So what is mutable, right? So an object is said to be mutable if and only if, that is, we cannot perform any changes in the object. That is, once we created the object, in that existing object, if we are not allowed to perform any changes, such kind of objects are called immutable. Whereas mutable means even we can perform any changes in the existing object. So in Java, right, we have a package called java.lang package. In that we have classes called object, and object is a parent class for all the Java classes, and that object class is having like some child classes, string, the string buffer, string builder, throwable, exception, error, number, and wrapper class, and etc. Right? Yes. So we used to call string is a immutable, whereas the string buffer is a mutable. That is, string is a class which is immutable class. Once we created string object, in the string object, we cannot perform any changes. If you try to perform any changes, with those changes, a new object will be created. That means, once we created string object, in the existing object, we cannot perform any changes. If we try to perform any changes, with those changes, one more new object will be created. This nature is called immutable. Whereas, you have a string buffer class. It is mutable. Once you created string buffer object, in the existing object, can we perform any operations? Happily, we can do any operations in the existing object. We can change the behavior of the existing object. That nature is called immutable. So we'll see how to create mutable and immutable, and we'll see existing classes, and then we'll see Java 8 features and Java 9 features about mutable and immutable nature. Let me go with a basic example now. Now I'm taking one class. Let me see how they implemented in the existing classes, and then we'll go with how to create our own mutable and immutable classes. Now, guys, I'm taking string sum s is equal to string. Now I'm creating string class object. Here I'm writing something like this. Now I'm telling that string is a immutable object. Once we created string object and the existing object, we cannot perform any changes. If you try to perform any changes, with those changes, one more new object will be created. Now, observe here now. So what I'm doing is s dot. I'm trying to concat something with the existing object. I'm writing what else. This one will be added to this existing object. With those changes, one more object will be created. How? Means it looks like this way. The first line, the string object will be created. Here, what is the value will be there? And you are trying to add something. This s is pointing to what now? This object. Now, if you try to perform any changes in the existing object, right? We cannot perform the changes in the existing object. If you try to perform, what I'm doing it now is dot concat of cut is right. With those changes, one more object will be created. Now here, what is the value will be there? Rameshsoft and is bigger. Now this object is actually for garbage collection. Now see here now. So now observe carefully. Now what I'm doing is, so if both objects are pointing to same or not? No. If you want to see exactly right, let me print their hash code. String sum s1. If two separate objects are created, means those should have separate hash code or not? Yes. See here now. This is of hash code of s is plus is dot hash code. Because two separate objects are there. That's why you can see two hash codes on the where now console. Just observe here now. What I'm doing it now. Just run this program now. Right click, run as Java. Let's see the output. This is having different hash code. This is having different hash code or not? Yes, it means in the existing object we are not performing any changes. If you try to perform any changes in the existing object, one more new object will be created like this. Right? Perfect. Now observe here. Now what I'm doing is, let me take the second one. So we used to call, so this is satisfying the nature of immutable or not? Yes. Let me take a string buffer. We used to call string buffer is a what? Mutable, right? I'm taking string buffer, something string buffer. C equal to, I'm writing something, I'm writing Rameshsoft. Now, string buffer is a mutable object. What is mutable? It can change the behavior of the word existing. Means you go to the string buffer object. Can you perform any changes in the string buffer object? Happy. Now what I'm doing is b1 dot append of, I'm writing something like this. Now what happens? Two objects will be created or only one object will be created? Only one object will be created, and the same object you can perform. In the same object, the operations will be see now? Now, so string buffer is immutable, means you can change the behavior of it. Here I am trying to append some value to the existing object. One more new object will be created, or in the existing object only it will perform the changes. And the existing object only will perform the changes. Now, the second object won't be created. If I am trying to print the hash code of that, see here now, let me, both should point to the same object. Hash code of string buffer. Now I'm writing b.1 is b1. Let's see here now. Both should have the same hash code in the second case, in the string buffer. Now see here now. String buffer is having what is hash code? 546634, 546634. Means these two objects are pointing to the same object. That is, this nature is called mutable. If you try to perform any changes in string buffer, with those changes a new object will not be created, and the existing object only the operations is going to be happen. That's why string buffer we used to call it as a what? Mutable, whereas string we can call it as a what? Mutable, right? Now we'll see how we can create those immutable objects, right? Now see, so in order to create immutable object in Java, right, we need to follow the following rules. Class must be final. Class must be final. If you want, you can take the reference copy for a string. You can see that API. In the Java files, you can see that code how they implemented the string as a what? Immutable. If people are curious. Now, so if you want to create an immutable object, the class must be final. So inheritance is not possible. So we cannot perform what? Overriding. And all the members should be private, and one constructor should be there to perform the value initialization. And the fourth one is we should have getter methods. And the fifth one, we should not maintain setter methods. We should not have setter methods. Because if setter methods are there, means right, you are changing the immutable nature. You need as a what? Immutable. That's why we should not have any setter methods. Now see now how we can do that. Now what I'm doing is, I'm taking class. I'm taking it as a custom immutable. Now just up here, guys. Now let me take the method. Now so what I'm doing is, so I'm taking compulsory this class must be a final. The first rule I'm making it as a final. You can stop the what? Inheritance. Stop the override. And the second one is should have private members. I'm taking private int is equal to int rows. And then I'm writing private string and something I'm writing in string name is equal to writing. If you want, you can hard code the values, or through constructor if you want, you can perform the initialization. Let me perform the initialization through constructor. Now, what I'm doing is I'm taking a constructor to perform initialization of this variables. Public. So you guys know about constructors and all, right? If you don't know, please watch my earlier videos. Now inside this, let me perform initialization of this. There are different approaches out there to create immutable object. I'm following one of these. Now let me assign this to this dot practice is equal to practice and this dot student is equal to and let me write the getter methods for it. Right click, go to source and generate constructors, getter, setters. Let me generate the getter setters. I don't need setters, I need only getters. Right, click on OK. So I don't need setters. Let me replace. Right. Now clear, guys. So now what I'm doing is, let me create object for this. Now custom immutable, some custom immutable task is equal to new custom. Now I'm writing practice is equal to 4 hours and taking institute name as Rameshsoft. Now just stop the now. Dot get institute name dot get practice. So this is the way we can create the immutable line. These are purely immutable objects. We cannot change the behavior of it. So you guys know how to create immutable objects. I explained number of examples in my earlier videos. Please watch my earlier videos. This is the way. This is the way to create immutable objects known as Java application. Now see, I'm getting the value as a Rameshsoft, right? In the next video, right, we'll see Java 8 and Java 9 unmodifiable or immutable objects, how we can create it. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching the video. Have a good day.